Shannon Nelson. With me today, actress, singer, and writer, Kiara Hunter. When you check out Kiara Hunter's new comic book, Huntergirl, you can't help but draw parallels between the funny book superhero and Kiara herself. Of course, it all makes sense when you realize that Kiara used to be a competitive athlete at the national level. So I have this feeling that maybe we might have dragged you away from playing video games.
You know me so well.
Well, I don't, but I was very interested to read that about you, that you're a video game junkie.
I am, and funny enough, last night I was playing the Tiger Woods Golf 07, which is one of my favorite games. I actually had to switch Xboxes because one of them actually burnt out pretty much because I play it so much. So I had to get the next one, and I had to replay the golf game, and I'm getting better and better. In fact, I play online with different players all around the world, and we play 18 holes.
Holy moly.
In the rain.
Okay, well, I'm just curious, because I'm a golfer. Does it take as much time to play 18 holes in a video game as it does on a real golf course?
No, because you
Thank
hit
goodness.
your shot and then you go right to the next shot, so you don't have to do all that walking stuff that we have to do.
So how did you, because it's not that, I mean, I know that there's an increase in the number of women playing video games, but it's still pretty small compared to the number of men playing.
You'd be surprised. I looked at statistics and found actually that it's pretty even. Women are getting on in droves now. They're realizing that there's a lot more to be said about tuning out with video games than sewing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a first-person shooter girl. I'm a very aggressive player, but then I feel like sometimes at night, for example, I want to play something more relaxing, like a golf game, or, I mean, even playing soccer is exciting, so it's hard. If you want to get your heart rate down, the only one that does it for me is the golf.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, you're a very sporty girl.
Very sporty.
And we're going to get to that. I mean, I think that's, you know, a reflection of, I think, maybe a naturally competitive sort of
I think
thing.
you're born with it.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go back to the video games, because I know that you are in the process of writing a comic book
Yes.
called Huntergirl,
Yes.
which has in it a character
Yes.
that might be prime for a video game.
You know what? The way that it all happened about is I was playing video games and I realized that all the male characters were the heroes. And I was like, where are the female heroes? Now, we had Lara Croft, they've had a couple, one called Blood Rain, they've had a couple other different girls, but no one's really, they even had Catwoman come out. And it was just, I mean, Lara Croft, I have to admit, I did enjoy playing the few games. I had one game that wasn't good, but the rest of them were very good. But I really wanted to see a female character, and I thought, you know what, I'm Kiara Hunter. Huntergirl, la la la, laugh, laugh, laugh. Let's go check out to see if it's on the web.
Right.
Well, of course, this was 3.5 years ago. Nothing. I grabbed every single one of them. I said, okay, now what do I do? So I started writing the story. It's a really cool sci-fi, post-apocalypse, you know, story about this unlikely hero who works for the system as a bounty hunter, chasing down all these supposed bad guys. Finds out through events that she has been lied to, and she ends up helping the people that she ended up hunting.
Ah.
Yes, and it all happens in a world where only a third of the population is left living, where the rest of them are all exterminated by the environment.
So when you say you're writing this, do you draw the pictures, or are you making the characters?
Well, actually, I create and I wrote the first comic book, the 16-page comic book that will be coming out in the next, well, I'm going to be going to print probably a couple weeks. I'll be selling it on my website and the Huntergirl website, as well as my own personal website as well. I'm going to Comic-Con, which is the biggest and largest comic book convention in San Diego in July, and it's a huge hoopla. Like, we're talking hundreds of thousands of people attend this. For me, it's going to be an opportunity to get distribution, get some publication probably deals, and some licensing for merchandising and all the rest of it. I want Huntergirl to be the next Lara Croft. I want to see her be an unlikely hero like the rest of us, who is thrust into a situation where she has to act upon it and finds out that the truth shall prevail. And in order to find the truth, she has to take action. So it's
Gotta ask this question.
Yeah.
Is she you?
I knew you were going to say that. Before I came to this interview, I thought, I'm going to get asked that question. I would think there's an aspect of all of us that want to be a hero and pushed into a situation that makes us do it for the goodness of mankind. I think we all want to do good for this world and make it a better place to live. And there will be a love interest for her that she's never had in her life, because she's more, the character has been modified, and she's actually a very, she can jump very high heights and do all the crazy things, you know, because she's been modified and she's made into a superhero aspect for the system. So she changes sides and she does the rest. So I guess, don't we all want to be little superheroes in our own right, you know, to, even if it's not punching people out or taking people out, but it's always helping people in some way. And she is helping the world by believing in herself that she can do something.
Okay, I'm getting the idea here that this is, that the story is, it's a spiritual thing.
It is,
really.
Yes.
So
yes,
elaborate on that for me.
Well, I just think that, you know, it's kind of cool to be spiritual these days. It's coming out that people are starting to be aware of our environment and war and all the rest of it, that somehow we have to connect ourselves together. I'm a storyteller. This is what I do. This is what I love to do. I want to tell a story of something that, where somebody had believed in something so much that they're willing to take out people that were a part of who she is, and then find out the truth, and then go back to redeem herself.
So for you personally,
yes,
what is it that you believe in?
I believe that we're all one. I believe we're all connected to the earth and the universe. I don't believe we're separate. I don't believe in time. I don't believe in polarity. I'm kind of right out there.
Okay. All right. Well, good enough.
Yeah.
And you're also. I mean, it's interesting that we're talking about this comic book. It's a big part of what you're doing, but you're also doing so many other things. You are an actress, and you are a singer, and you have been a competitor athletically. Like, were you on the national swim team?
Yeah, I was on the Canadian national swim team for the Canadian Dolphins.
Well, that's, you know, it's kind of it doesn't seem like an easy transition. I'm thinking, okay, well, of course she was on the swim team, so now she's an actor. Like, how did that happen?
Well, I went from swimming. I was actually into soccer and gymnastics as a kid, got into competitive swimming, made the team, traveled, did a lot of traveling as a young girl. And then I got into boys and cheerleading and school, and I dropped that and got out, because I had been swimming, like, when I was 14, I was swimming probably like 20 miles a week. Like, we're talking major, intense stuff.
A lot of time in the water.
Yeah, and it was good. It kept me out of trouble, even though I wasn't a real troublesome kid, but it kept me out of trouble, and I moved on to other things naturally, which was I went into competitive volleyballs and soccers and all the rest of it through high school as well. But I liked cheerleading. I really, I liked dancing, and I liked, you know, the whole...
And you got into the fitness thing too, didn't you? You became a fitness competitor.
That's right. That's right. I decided to try the Miss Fitness BC competition, which was the first one in Canada at the time. I won it, and then I competed for the Miss Fitness Canada, and during that time I was practicing my one-arm push-ups.